I was at a friend's house the other day who does some pocket watches for as a hobby, and he was having trouble holding onto screws and such like. So I had a look at his tweezers, and to cut a long story short, they were all rounded and polished in the jaws, and I spent some time to show him how to reshape them. He said it might be a good idea for me to make a little video and could be of interest to others. So here I am. So basically, obviously, let's say these are a brand new set of tweezers, and the way that I like to do it is to get hold of a rather large, by 3/4 by 10-inch fine file. And it's important, the first thing you'll be doing is you'll take a lot more material right back here, all the way here. You need to really start at the upper edges. We're trying to maintain this slope at all times. So start working and taking a lot of material off here and less as you get towards the tip, and you'll be barely touching the tips by the time you get down there. And you need to dress all that back, and obviously a little bit, might as well maintain the bevel and a little bit off the top here. As you can see, work your way, always working back, way up here, take material off. Once you've got it nicely shaped, to give you an idea, here's a pair of my old tweezers which are the same as these, and I've been using these for a good time. You can see how much I've taken off over the years, and I've maintained the shape all the way. To do the inside of the jaws, a lot of people make mistakes, and you'll see them with sandpaper or files, and they dress it up and down, and as they go up they'll roll it, and then they'll roll it the other way without realising. No matter how hard you try and hold it straight, you will roll, and you'll give yourself obviously rounded edges. The easy way to do it, I use the file, I go on to the end, I hold it probably 1/2 inch back, and simply, I actually got a bit of paper there, don't want to put dirt on my bench. You want to do this obviously outside somewhere, and just dress it back and forth like that. That way you'll be putting a grain on the inside, which is a good gripping surface, and maintain it absolutely flat. And do that for a little while. You squeeze the tweezers together ever so gently. It takes a couple of years to learn how to use tweezers properly. It sounds silly, but you may know. Make sure the tips just touch, and as you squeeze it, you can see the daylight disappear up the jaws, but the tips don't splay out. They don't sort of belly out. If they do that, you've got the wrong shape. Once you're happy with that, you want to make 1 or 2 final adjustments to the extreme tips. Just dress them in and polish them back a bit. Now, one little trick I like to do as well, it makes life a lot easier, is I typically have like 4 pairs of tweezers on my bench at any one time, and it'll be a pair of hairspring tweezers, just a general 3 stainless steel. These are all the better quality. You got to spend some money on tweezers, the most important part. Yeah, you look after them, you have them for life. And then I have a couple of pairs of brass tweezers. I use brass tweezers probably 99% of the time, even on anything from the smallest ladies' watch all the way up to a pocket watch. The brass grips the steel better. It doesn't mark the plates and doesn't mark the screw heads, and they're actually just so much easier to use. It just takes a bit of practice. One thing I do once in a while is I will polish. After I've dressed them, shaped them, I will polish on the buffing machine, and I will draw material all the way down from here again and remove all the little marks and scratches. What that does is, if you ever notice, you suddenly see lint stuck on there, or bits of fluff and things, and that's the tiny little burrs in the jaws that are catching lint and dirt, and it just stops that happening. More importantly, on the hairspring tweezers, I keep, if where possible, a mirror finish, and that allows the tweezers to slide between the leaves of the hairsprings and make those little adjustments. Well, I hope that helps a bit.